Greeting to Dr. Wan Amir. We are Group 10, which the project title is Virtual QF System. So the first part of the demonstration will be done by me, Logician, and the second part of the demonstration will be done by my partner, Srikaran. So let's start the demonstration. So when the visitor reach the tourist site, the visitor have to scan the QR code, which just like what we did for the MySejahtera app. So the other thing is that there will be a temperature sensor which used to detect the body temperature of the visitor. So if the body temperature of the visitor is exceed 37.5, here will be showed 1, and the QR code scanner, which means the visitor has scanned, will be also 1. So if the temperature is high, the alarm will be on and means that the visitor cannot enter the tourist site, and the number here will be displayed as 0. So if the temperature is below than 37.5, the person is allowed to enter. This is because of here when the visitor enter, the selector here will be 1, which means here the input of to the AND gate here will be as a selector. When the selector is 1, the whole counter will become an up counter. And the input here to the OR gate here, the door sensor here is 0, which means that nobody's exit, but the person enter. The OR gate will be giving the output of 1 to the multiplexer, and the multiplexer will select the output of 1 to the input of JK flip-flop, which means that the number of person will be increasing. So when nobody goes in and nobody goes out, the number of person will be remain as the same. This is because of nobody get in, means that here 0, door sensor also 0, nobody goes out. The output of from the OR gate here goes to the multiplexer will be 0, and all the input of the JK flip-flop will be 0, which means that the number of the person will remain as the same, not toggling. So the next, after when we can see here, the number of person is increasing. When it reached the maximum number of 9, which we set it as the tourist site as maximum number of 9, it will fix at there, although the time is changing with the toggling. So the maximum number, when the maximum number reach, the display here won't be loop back to 0 and count up again. This is because of the AND gate here, which I indicate as X. It controls the maximum number, reach 9, and won't loop back again and count up again. And as you can see here, the AND gate here give the output of 1, and reach here will be toggled and will be back to 0, which means that the input to the OR gate here is 0, and the JK flip-flop here will be remain as the same. So the next part will be continued by my partner, Sritaran.
Good afternoon, doctor. So I would like to continue from my partner. So when the number of people reach maximum, the LED will light up and notify the visitors that the place is full. So when it reaches maximum, it will also send a reservation time to the visitors to come and visit the place. But the audio system will still be on, as shown in the circuit. So when the people are leaving at the exit, the door sensor will give an output of 1, and at the selector, it will be an output of 0. An output of 0 represents that the whole counter acts as a down counter. So in the multiplexer, when it gives an input of 1 to the JK flip-flop, the JK flip-flop will toggle as a down counter, which causes the display to be reduced, the number in the display to reduce. And when it reaches 0, it will not loop back to 9, since there is an Y AND gate implemented to prevent it from looping. But when the number reaches 0, the audio system will not light up. So when there is no people, the audio system will automatically turn off to save electricity. That's how our system works. So lastly, I would like to explain a bit about our display. We included a display which is constructed by using the 7-segment display, which acts as an indicator to the visitors to show the number of people entering or leaving. So this will help the visitors to easily follow the visitation time and also save their time and book the place when the people are less. So that's all from me, and that's all from us, doctor. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.